What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Okay, enough of the nonsense. Let's get into the chart. Today I'm going to be talking about two scenarios on the chart right now that are playing out as we speak. So, at the moment on the 4-hourly time frame on our main scenario, we are still in this W, X, and unfinished Y. A WXY just means that a wave W has an ABC in it, 3 waves, an X any corrective structure, and a Y another ABC. So we are now in this A, B, and now C towards that downside. So in this A, B, C, we are currently in the B wave. We can see here that the B wave is currently being made, or possibly at the moment even finished. So if we look here at the B wave we are currently in, the Y wave to the upside of the B. So inside this B wave we have another WXY, remember just the 3 wave structures, and then now moving in this ABC in the wave Y. So if we look here, we can see that the 1-to-1 of the ABC had been touched. This wave A equals the length of this wave C, the common target of a wave C. So at the moment this was at 65,530. I did say we can short from off this level, and many people made quite a bit of money doing that short there. So we are currently now, in my opinion, at the end of this B wave. We've currently just finished it on our main scenario. We broke down from this ABC channel. You can see here that this was quite a respected channel, but now have officially broken down from that channel. So we're currently now in the first impulsive structure to the downside, the first 5-wave move. You can see here on the 15-minute time frame that we are currently tracking this here. We have a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and now the wave 5, finishing this move to the downside, making this move impulsive, this being an impulsive structure. So now that means this impulsive structure is either the start of a wave A or a wave 1, as mentioned in this scenario. The wave A scenario will be next. So after this wave 1, we should get a 5-wave structure to the downside. A 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Going into that larger degree wave 1, which in turn means more downside action. This means a massive crypto crash could come in the following days, and this would not be good for the market, but good if you know when to short. So that means on the second scenario, we can speak about the A wave down. So on the second scenario, we have a leading diagonal, which is a finished WXY, WXY, and now we are starting that move all the way to all-time highs, and we are doing that in 5 waves, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to the upside. This is where I think price could end up if we find support at this trend line here. So if we look here, we have a wave 1, 2, 3, and are currently in the wave 4. So if we go to our Elliott Wave channel, at the top of our Elliott Wave channel, we have our leading diagonal, leading contracting diagonal, 3 wave structures in each wave, where wave 1 and wave 4 overlap in price, which we can see here is 3 wave structures in each wave, and where wave 4 is going to indeed overlap with wave 1. That is what the leading diagonal scenario is. We are currently in this wave A, which is also a 5-wave structure now, supposedly finished, and we should then get a move of A, B, and then C coming down to this trend line here. If we go to the hourly time frame, it is still counted as the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like the other scenario on the other chart. But in this, we could have a retracement quite a bit higher. This B wave might go to the 886, which this would be the target for the next move before the next crash. B and then a C. This B wave would be in 3 waves, as I will show you now how. This B wave would be in 3 waves, doing an A, B, C, or an A, B, C. There are two structures here which could play out, but we'll track that when the time comes. That would only happen in the next 3 or 4 days. At the moment, we are just trying to finish off this impulse. We can see after this impulse to the downside, we have lots of things oversold in the RSI. 4 hourly looking oversold, still needs to come back up. Hourly looking oversold, now needs to come back up. Even 15-minute is now very oversold. So we are now seeing quite a bit of movement that needs to come back up. Daily can come a bit down, but we might have a little bounce still towards that upside. But the daily does correlate with this theory in the A, B, and then C down, finishing that RSI move to the downside. You can see here that it would come all the way down. So I do expect price to have somewhat of a bounce from this area here, possibly back into that $65,000 where people might be calling for higher highs and higher lows, and we should think, oh yay, we're going to get all-time highs again, and then we crash down again. Trading psychology is always the most interesting thing in the market, as people always expect all-time highs and higher prices, and the market always does the opposite. So do be careful in that. At the moment, here's a good example of trading psychology. Many shorts are probably being taken at the moment as we see this big flush to the downside, but that retracement back into this B wave would stop many of those people out. So do be careful there too. Now, for trade possibilities starting on the 4 hourly time frame. At the moment, this is our main scenario, so we're going to be using this for trade possibilities. On the 4 hourly time frame, I would wait again until this entire wave C, or if you want to be a slightly more risky, until this wave 2 is finished on the chart. Shorting from this wave 2, targeting that larger degree wave 3 would be the move in this case. Or on the less risky time frame, you could long from the bottom of this wave C at the 1-to-1 ratio at $45,390. On the 1 hourly time frame, there is a short setup here over here on this trade. You can see here shorting from this box of the wave 2, targeting that third move to the downside would rack in some nice profit there. Then on the 15-minute time frame, you can long from where we are at the moment. This is a possible finish of a wave 1 or a wave A, targeting that wave 2 or a wave B. So longing from where we are now is a good idea on the chart, targeting that $65,000. But thank you so much for watching, guys. The channel is growing so nicely. The last video hit 1,000 views, and I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Do join the Discord in the link in the description, where we do Elliott Wave education, Bitcoin analysis every day, and where you can put your own Bitcoin analysis here. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it, you guys. It's been MaxTradesCrypto. Cheers.